My wife's laundry rule is if it's not in the basket, it doesn't get washed. Today, I finally used it against her. When my wife found her work clothes still on the floor while I was doing laundry, I swiveled in my chair like a Bond villain, stroked our cat, and quoted her famous house rule. I expected anger, instead we both burst out laughing. Let me back up. For 5 years, my wife Ellie has enforced one strict household policy. If it's not in the basket, it doesn't get washed. This rule exists primarily because of me. I have an unfortunate habit of leaving clothes wherever they fall when I change. By the end of the week, it looks like my wardrobe exploded. I've lost count of how many times I've frantically searched for clean socks only to have Ellie point to a trail of dirty ones leading from the bedroom to the bathroom. They weren't in the basket, she'd remind me with that raised eyebrow that says both I love you and you are a disaster simultaneously. To be clear, we're equal partners in household duties. I cook most nights, handle yard work, and do about half the laundry. Ellie manages groceries, bathroom cleaning, and the other half of laundry duty. We're a team, just one where I am the messier player. Yesterday was my turn for laundry. I collected my clothes from the basket, yes, I am learning, and headed to the washer. That's when I noticed Ellie's work clothes on the floor beside her side of the bed. She'd been exhausted after a late shift and had simply stepped out of them before collapsing into sleep. I stood there, clothes in arms, faced with a moral dilemma. Be a good husband and pick them up, or enforce the rule something mischievous took over. I loaded the washer with only the basket contents and started the cycle. An hour later, Ellie emerged from the shower, opening drawers and closets with increasing urgency. Have you seen my blue blouse and my black pants? I need them for my meeting today. I was sitting in my gaming chair, our cat Mai purring in my lap, pretending to be deeply focused on my phone. Without looking up, I slowly rotated toward her. If it's not in the basket, I said in my best villain voice, stroking Mushin dramatically, it doesn't get washed. There was a moment of stunned silence as recognition dawned on her face. I braced for irritation instead. She burst into laughter so hard she had to sit on the bed. You've been waiting years to do that, haven't you? She gasped between laughs. 5 years, 3 months, and approximately 12 days. I confirmed, still petting the cat, who was now thoroughly confused by our behavior. Alice wiped tears from her eyes, picked up her clothes, and ceremoniously dropped them into the basket. Two should be, I'll start another load. Later that night, I found a new sign taped to our laundry basket. All clothes go here, even when used as ammunition in marital warfare. Sometimes the best way to resolve domestic standoffs isn't with arguments, it's with perfectly timed pettiness, followed by shared laughter, and maybe a cat who makes an excellent villain prop.